Well, good day, guys. How are you? This is Alan from Aqua Clear Water SA. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of my fish tank. There you can see my Tiger Barbs. I have 6 of them. They're basically the same size. They swim around in the school and they enjoy that. You know, if you've got one or two, it's not really a good idea because they seem to, if you get one or two, they'll irritate other fish because they need mates to play with. These swim around together and they don't irritate the other fish, so they're quite happy on their own and don't irritate. They don't nip on fins. They'll play with each other or compete for a bit of territory, but get quite a few if you're going to get Tiger Barbs. Okay, there I have my swordtail, the male swordtail. I've got them quite young, and I thought I had 2 females and 1 male, which is better to have. There's your female over here with the smooth back tail, and there's the male with the sword, as you can see on it. But the other one, as it got bigger, it grew a sword as well, so I was a bit unhappy about that. But there, as you can see around right at the back, here we go. That's my Siamese algae eater. Got him as a juvenile, and he tends to do pretty well on eating the black algae. What else? Where are my fish? Where are my fish this morning? Okay, there I have my flame tetra. I have 5 of those. They usually swim around in the school, but if you haven't got any predators, you're not going to find some fish swimming around in schools because there's no threat to them, so why should they? There's my gourami at the back, my golden gourami, and just below it is my clown loach. Here's my golden gourami coming up to me, hoping that it's going to get fed, excuse me. But you can see the beautiful colors. Golden gourami. Okay, there we go, wonderful. Okay, and just on the other side we have a small little angelfish, which I got about 2 months ago as well. I thought I'd get another one because I like this color, so now I've got 3. They grow to about, I'd say, 8 inches in a tank this size. They can get quite big, and as we all know, they're cichlids. So once upon a time I used to breed my swordtails, but once I got my cichlids, these angelfish, the little fry were disappearing very quickly because they were eating them. Here's the old boy and the youngster. They grow quite quickly. They're good eaters. Just watch your fish. Just watch the way they eat. Just watch that they are eating properly and continuously, and then you know they're happy or wherever they are. Okay, where is my clown loach? Hiding in the back there. Okie doke. Clown loaches, they love to hide. If you've got lots of plants or bogwood or little caves for them, they love to hide under that. They're not happy with too much lighting. If you haven't got much lighting, then you'll see them, they'll be all over the place with the other fish. I've seen them grow up to at least 12 inches long, maybe 2.5 inches wide. They're very impressive, but I really love them. They've got such a lovely skin tone to them. They hang around with the Tiger Barbs because they think they're family. You know, they both have the same characters. They both have the same stripes. You know, the same look, and I think they're family. So when the Tiger Barbs come near, they seem to be a lot more secure, and they hang around with them. The other one hides in that little cave under there, but at night they come out and they do their night navigation, and once they do that, they forage on the snails. And I've noticed recently a lot of my snails have gone down, and which is a good thing because you don't want to overcrowd your tank with snails. And they eat the snails at night. You don't really. I've never seen them eat snails. They stopped eating the cucumber which I used to give them. I don't know why. But if you've got younger ones, they used to gorge on the cucumber, which is obviously very good for them. My Corridorus, which are my bottom feeders, I've only got 2 of them, but they do a very good job on cleaning the bottom substrate. But I don't see them that often. I don't see them that often at all. I have a number of plants. Here's my Java fern. I had the Java fern stuck all over the place. Sometimes I hook it onto rocks or onto my bogwood. But I've mentioned it before. I had tons of this stuff, and all of a sudden it disappeared. You know, things change. Things change in your ecosystem. I don't know. I don't understand it sometimes, but I look at this Amazon sword over here compared to that big one at the back, which I've had for several years, and that has grown so well. And before I had it in other tanks, and I've taken it out and put it in this tank, and it just carries on growing wildly. But it's the same Amazon sword as the others, so it's hard to understand. I'm sure there's some type of genetic differences, or wherever they grow, wherever they cultivate them, or some type of root system which is different, or it could be something, maybe a different species. I'm not too sure. But here's some Anubias over there, which has attached itself to the rock, which grows very, very slowly because of in a low-tech tank. It's not a fast grower at all. Okay, now I can't get my clown loach to come out there unless I've got something very spicy for it to eat. It won't come out. He's maybe you can see him fluffing around there, but really one of my favorite fishes. Just the skin tone, the stripes it has, you just feel like taking it out and playing with it. You know, it's such a beautiful fish. There he is, trying to come out there. There he comes out. There he is. He's chasing. There he is. There he is. Such a beautiful fish. They have little barbs on their mouths, which is quite sharp. So if you pick them up, they'll prick you. I think it's just a way of protecting themselves. There he is over there. His mate is shyer than him, so he doesn't come out at all. Another thing is, guys, just be careful with COVID rules now that we have to continuously wash our hands, and I've heard through the grapevine that some people have had die-off. Fish have died because of the chemicals on their hands. You can imagine you're going to work or you're going to the shops. We're spraying our hands at least 30 times a day with different chemicals, and then if you come here and you feed your fish or do a water change, that's going to go into your water system. So just be careful. Just rinse your hands when you get home, and start working on your aquarium. You don't want to destroy what you've built up. You know, in nature things can cope because it's bigger system, just a lot smaller. So in nature, you know, toxins, if there's a little bit of toxin in the water, it's not a problem. It gets washed away or dissipates. It's bigger areas to swim in, but fish tanks are pretty small, so the water column is not that much at all. Okay, guys, but there's my fish tank. And another thing too is be careful what you buy. Ask your fish keeper what you're buying and how big does it grow, because most of the fish you go to when you go to the fish store are small. You buy a little angelfish is probably not even an inch big, you know, and it grows to quite a large size. And some fish grow very big, and the insides, the internal organs carry on growing while the outsides grow to a certain size, and it becomes very painful for them. So they die a very painful death eventually, because their bodies grow to one size and the internal organs carry on growing. So it's you've got to just measure out and understand and do a bit of research on what you buy, what you get for your fish tank. Okay, guys, so I thought I could just show you this. That's the first time I've done something like this, just to give you a preview of what I have. And yes, hopefully gonna go out to the Magaliesberg Mountains and do a little bit of research there and show you guys some natural um, aquatic fish habitat that that their habitat is in the mountains and in the freshwater systems. It's pristine water. You can drink that water. Sometimes I even bring it home because it's spring water. It just comes out of the mountains. But there are suckermouth fish there that I see quite a bit. And yes, I'd just like to do a bit of video there just to show you some detail on some freshwater systems and protected systems and how they look compared to what I've shown you before, the other systems that we have around our suburbs. Okay guys, keep well and we'll see you soon.